Hi YouTube and welcome to Divine Resolution Tarot. My name is Chanel and I'm the resident reader for this channel as well as for the Divine Resolution Tarot business in Minnesota. So with the new year coming and the old year coming to a close, and I've been doing so many readings that talk about people coming back from the past and all these situations that people are trying to decide if they're going to keep holding on to or if they're ready to move away from. I thought now would be a really good time to do a pick a deck reading because I can't read for all of you. I just don't have the time to do it by sign. So hopefully if you have 3 different decks to choose from, you'll be able to find the deck that has your message in it. Also, if you fall in love with this reading or any other pick a deck reading that I do, there will be a link down below in the description box so that you can book this reading for yourself as a personal reading, and you'll get exactly what you see here, but it'll be personalized to your situation. So I'm using 3 different decks. I'm going to take a minute to flash over to my my pictures of my decks so that you can see what they are and you can make your decision. And then once you've chosen, you will be back here with me and we'll start with deck number 1. All right. Hi there, and welcome to deck number 1. We're looking at if you should trust the person that you're dealing with. This doesn't have to be a committed relationship. This can be someone who is coming back into your space that wants your time. This could be somebody that you have been dealing with for a while. Whatever your situation is, you are here because you want to know if you can trust the person that you're dealing with. So first deck that we're doing is the Gilded Tarot, and that's by Cyril Marchetti. I'm just going to pull the cards, and I'm going to let you know what I see. Ouch. All right. Bottom of the deck for this, we have the World in the upright. So this person is coming back in. A decision was made, and it looks like there was an opportunity missed. This is somebody that you may have been dealing with in a relationship capacity. Some of you could have even been married to this person, but you've been single from this person for a while. So this is a past energy. The first thing we're looking at is what are they showing you now? So they're making you feel like, don't you remember all these really good times we had? You're my soulmate. Don't you miss how great we used to be together, right? This person is really working hard to play on your emotions. They're being very nostalgic. They're talking about how great it was when you were in the relationship with them, how committed they felt, how they just felt like there was this amazing connection between the two of you. And they're really, really showing you that they want to be with you. For some of you, that X card came out. So they could be telling you that, like, I'm really tired of you being my ex. When are you going to give me a chance? When are you going to let me come back into your life, right? So I can definitely see why you're not sure if you should trust this person, because with this world here, it looks like they put you through it and there was that ending, but you're stronger for it and you really learned about this individual and the capacity that they have to really break your heart, right? So you're on the fence about this. You're feeling pretty guarded. What they've shown you in the past is this if I can get my words out, 9 of Swords energy. So this is the person who they're coming in and they're telling you, like, oh, remember all of our good times and how good we were together. They're not talking about the nights that you were up late wondering where they were, or looking at your phone trying to figure out why they didn't text you back, or they ghosted you or disappeared for days on end and you're wondering if there was somebody else. They're not talking about all of that, right? They're just really trying to play on your heartstrings and remind you about how loving of a relationship it was. They're really avoiding the grief that they've caused you in the situation when you were with them in the past. Give me anything else that I need to know. Yeah. Okay. So this person, they might have had issues with their family. You might have had a family with them. I also see there's addictions and secrets. So these are the things that were more than likely keeping you up all night. You could have felt as though their family was a really bad influence on your relationship or just on them in general. If you have a family with this person, like say this is the other half of your child, like your child's father or mother, you could feel as though they didn't put the family first. They allowed other things to get in the way. For others of you, you may have even found out this person had a secret family or told you that they stopped um, like partaking in behavior that it turns out they actually were still dealing with. And that could have led to your breakup. So we're going to take a look at what their true intentions are. We have the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. So this scares me a little bit because with this addictions coming out in the reverse and that looking like a gambling problem or some sort of other addiction, this person, they really are coming towards you because they're in a place of being financially destitute. Like they've made really poor decisions with their money. They're remembering how sweet they had it with you. And they're like, man, I'm ready to like try to get back in there and have an opportunity to be in that sweet spot where I can really kind of come up, right? So their real intention, they don't have an intention of committing to you. You know, this is somebody who they could have the most wonderful thing, but they're always willing to sacrifice that for the opportunity to possibly have something else, right? That's that energy of the gambler. Like, nothing's ever good enough. They'll bet it all just to, you know, at the slimmest chance of them being able to get something better, you know? And then when they're screwed up and they don't have anything, they look to family or they look to, you know, you or friends and they're like, hey, remember how cool we used to be? Remember how great it was when we hung out? So their intentions are trying to see what they can get from you. And I think that's a lot of why you are here watching this right now, because you know this about this person. If you've gotten all the way to the lesson of the world with them, you have been through every single phase this person has put you through. You've seen them at their best, at their worst. You've seen all of the tricks that they pull, right? Their future actions are the magician. So this person, be careful because like all of the cards moving forward are getting kind of dark. The magician talks a lot about having the tools you need to make something work. In this particular spread, though, what's coming through very strongly is this person is almost like trying to create a distraction so that they can find a way to kind of weasel back into your life. Okay. They're gonna put like an illusion in front of you, kind of like what they're doing with the Six of Cups, where they're like, oh, remember how great we used to be? Because it's distracting you from the feelings that you felt before you freed yourself from this situation. So they're going to try really, really hard to manifest an opportunity with you. They may even do it in a way where they're only using certain parts of the truth to be able to get you to see what they want you to see. So be very, very mindful about this energy, because with the cards, the combination here, this isn't a good energy of like, oh, they're just trying to manifest. No, this is like they're creating an illusion and hoping that you'll buy into it. Okay. How it will affect you is the Page of Swords in the reverse. So you are already feeling on guard with this person. I think you're going to be hyper vigilant when it comes to them, especially if they're doing things out of their nature, because you've been through this with them. You've been through so many things with them that you know this individual. There's a big part of you that wants to feel like they've changed, but your higher self is cautioning you to be very, very careful. And you're listening to that. You know, you may even stop communicating with this person altogether. because you're going to start seeing this. Like, what are you, what are you doing? Like, since when do you do that? Or I've never known you to care about this. That's going to really raise your suspicion. Okay. Not only that, but if this person's coming in and they're trying to like remind you of all the good things, and then they ask you for that loan, or they're like, yeah, I started this business, I have this great opportunity. You're not going to take a risk on whatever this person is trying to kind of sell to you. Almost, this is kind of the energy of like a salesperson that's kind of going from prospect to prospect. Okay, so I feel like you're going to try to put an end to this situation. You're definitely not going to go out of your way to communicate with them. Okay. Finally, we have, should you trust them? Your answer is the 7 of Swords. So I'm very sorry, but this is a resounding no. You know, this is somebody that will steal your belongings. This is someone who will forge your name on stuff. Like, none of this feels like a safe bet. So we're going to go with no for if you should trust them. I will pull you a yes or no oracle though, just to be 100% sure, because I hate to deliver news that's like bad. But in this situation, there's a lot that you don't know. And this person really does have ulterior motives. So yes or no oracle says no, it's time to release the old to make room for something new. And I believe that's what you were already doing. And that's probably what really triggered this person, that and their finances, to try to see if they could come back one last time and kind of like what you would be willing to do for them. Let me pull you an oracle card, because this is a difficult energy. It's got me feeling anxiety as I'm reading the cards. And that kind of sucks because I don't get to control that. But please just be mindful of your surroundings, okay, and take good care of yourself. We have family harmony coming out. So if this person comes back, this person's energy, to me, they're not above using the kids to try to get what they can get. Be very mindful of this person being manipulative to the children that are involved in this situation. Okay, it's showing me that you need to protect what you have, protect your family. Don't let this person come in and disrupt you from what you're doing. Okay. We also have intent. Focus your energy. There is amazing power in a strong intention. Now, to me, that has a lot to do with this. It's time to release the old to make room for something new. With this world at the end, this is over. You got a chance to see this again up close and personal, so you can be reminded of exactly what you don't want. Now it's time to release this energy from your space and start working on manifesting something that is in alignment with you and your family, okay? All right, this was your reading for deck number 1, and now I'm going to move on to deck number 2. Good luck with this, and I wish you the very best. Bye. Hi there, and welcome to deck number 2. This is the Arcanum Tarot deck by Renata Lechner. We'll be using this to answer your question, which hopefully, if you're here, is should you trust the person you're dealing with? Oh, these are hard to shuffle because I honestly don't use this deck much. It's a beautiful deck, but the cards are slippery, so it's not one of my favorites. All right. I'm going to give it 2 more shuffles. These cards are so stiff. And then I'll just cut it and we'll get right into your reading. I'm going to pull the cards and then I'll let you know what I see. Okay, interesting. Bottom of the deck is the Five of Wands in the reverse. So this person had an issue around commitment and stability. They had issues around control. This may be someone who was in a committed relationship when you were dealing with them, or they are in a committed relationship. I'm just looking to see if there's anything that I see. I feel like this is something that you were really unsure about because they had some unscrupulous tendencies. But I feel like whatever they were doing, I feel like that's come to an end. So let's take a look at what we have here. What they're currently showing you now is the Devil in the reverse. So if this is somebody that you were committed to that has cheated on you, they're trying to show you that they've gotten a hold on their vices. They're no longer succumbing to temptation. Let me pull a card here because there's a real imbalance. So they're trying very hard to either get you to forgive them or give them a second chance. If they were in a relationship when they were dealing with you, they're trying to show you that you're important to them, that they're no longer still dating other people, and that they're trying to make you a priority in their life. Yeah, I feel like the conversations weren't happening because this person had a real issue with commitment. And so it could have even been that they were sabotaging the connection purposely just because they were kind of trying to avoid the intimacy. This person has a real hard time around being emotionally available. What they've shown you in the past is the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. So this person has made you feel very rejected. They've treated you in a way that wasn't in alignment with your worth. They may have minimized problems if you try to talk to them about how you were feeling. This person really didn't value you and they took you for granted. They may have also told you that they weren't interested in being in a relationship with you. Yeah, because we have the family card and we also have the coupled card. So this could have been too that they were like with someone else and you were kind of in like having an affair with them. And they could have been telling you that they were going to leave the person that they were with. For some of you, that's the case. For others of you, you are the person that they were with and they were doing things outside of the relationship. So this person's making a real effort to try to talk to you about what went wrong, what they did. They're trying really hard to show you that you can trust them, but their true intentions are the Page of Swords in the reverse. So that's kind of an icky energy because this is like, there's still something that they're not telling you about the situation. There's something that they're hoping that you won't find out. So let's pull a clarifier for that so we can figure out what this is. What's this Page of Swords in reverse? What are they not telling you? Okay, so not bad. The only thing that they're not really telling you is that when they were out in the world and exploring their options, they realized that that was only pushing you away, and they know that they broke your heart. That's what I'm seeing here. It's like if this person, if you were in a separation with them, they may be acting very cold. They might be acting like it didn't matter at the time, but this really, really affected them. And they're having not only a lot of internal conflict about the way they treated you and what they did, but they also are having kind of a struggle in figuring out how to show you that they're on the same page as you because they've had a real epiphany about what you mean to them. So if this person wasn't expressive, they're trying the best way they know how. It might not be enough to fix the situation for each of you. That'll be different and it'll be totally up to you. but this person is still holding back a lot that they don't know how to tell you. But it doesn't look like it's anything bad. Okay, so whew, that's good. I think they're just really afraid now that they have your attention that if they do the wrong thing, you'll completely end it because they feel as though you have every right to feel the way you do and you have every right to um, want to distance yourself from them and to do something else. And they're really hoping that you won't. Okay, they're trying to save this. Their future actions are the Seven of Swords in the reverse. So again, that coupled with the Devil in the reverse, this is showing me that this person is really, really trying to apologize. They're really trying to make amends. If you feel like they owe you something, they're trying to pay you back. This person wants to move forward with you. They really do mean what they're saying. But whatever they did in the past made you really question whether or not this was something worth holding on to, because you really had such a strong affinity for this individual and they treated you like you didn't matter. And now they're really starting to see the error of their ways, okay? How their future actions are going to affect you is the moon. So for you, you're having a really hard time because not only are they showing you a different side of themselves, but subconsciously you're feeling like I shouldn't trust this person. I don't understand why they've changed. What's going to happen if I believe what they're saying? Are they going to go back to being the person that they were before? You're really trying not to let your emotions steer you in the wrong direction. So I feel like this may even be causing you a little bit of depression. You may be having a hard time sleeping because you just don't know if you can move out of conflict with this person and really make new plans based on the fact that the last time you tried that with this individual, not only did it not work, but it really, really broke your heart. Okay. So finally, we have should you trust them, and you got the 10 of Pentacles. So to me, this is a really good card. This is one of the best cards. This shows me that this person coming back, they want to give you more than what you lost dealing with them the first time. This person really does want to make it up to you. They're offering you something that's very solid and stable, which is the complete opposite of what you've seen from them, but they really have had a change of heart. So in my opinion, as a tarot reader, if you ask me, can you trust this person? I would say yes. The hard part is that they're just not telling you the emotions that they're feeling and kind of the battle that they're having within themselves. They may not even be proposing commitment towards you if you're like talking about getting back together, because they're really afraid that you're going to cut them out of your life completely. But I do feel like this person is safe to trust. Please give me a yes or no oracle card for my viewers who picked deck number 2. Come on, come on. Give me one. It's coming. I feel it. All right, we have 2. Okay, so we have maybe, but you will never know if you don't try. And that's the thing, is I feel like you really do want to. And then we have absolutely. Your powers of manifestation are impeccable. So I don't feel like you're ready to give up on this either. You've been through a lot with this person. If you were contemplating a divorce because you were just over it, I feel like you can re-solidify your commitment. If this person was dealing with other people, part of what they're not telling you is that no one else compares to you. Okay. So I feel like this is a safe bet. I feel like you can give this person your trust, and hopefully this has helped you out. All right. I'm going to pull you some oracle cards. Give me advice, please. Guidance. And let me just find the deck I used for the last reading. Follow your dreams. That's really appropriate for the moon being what you're doing next, because you're thinking at night, right? I feel like this person was a dream to you at one time, but you started to feel like they were just an illusion based on what they did to you. Spirit is telling you that it's safe to try again with this person. You have guidance. Ask for guidance. The divine will meet your every need. So if you've been really thinking about this, praying about this, wanting this person to open up, look at the change in their behavior rather than it being something that you're having it like raise red flags. Look at this as the divinity has stepped in and really worked on this person through whatever the separation or the problems were that you were having. Okay. All right, I'm going to move on to pile number 3. I hope this was helpful and good luck with this situation. Bye. Hi, welcome to deck number 3. This is the Modern Spellcaster Tarot. It's easier to shuffle because I actually do use this deck more often. This tarot deck is by Melanie Marquise and Scott Murphy if you're interested in purchasing one for yourselves. I'm just going to give the deck one more shuffle, and then we will find out if you can trust the person you're inquiring about. All right. Let me pull the cards, and I'll let you know what I see. Bottom of the deck is the World in the reverse. I feel like this is somebody that you were in some sort of union with. It may not have been a marriage. Something happened here. I think you feel like they held something back from you. And when you found out, it was just absolutely devastating. Now you've gotten into a place, though, where you were feeling better, and then suddenly here's this opportunity to decide if you want to trust this person again. Oh, that's a tough one. So what they're showing you right now is the Justice in the reverse. This is an interesting energy because they're showing you that they're being unfair to you, okay? So I feel like this person may be having some trouble with accountability and forgiveness. You may not feel like forgiving someone who's acting like they're not sorry. We have friends and we have intimacy. So this could be somebody that you never really got to a state of having like anything outside of like a passionate understanding. Like, okay, we sleep together. Where is this going? It feels like this person, even though you spent a lot of time with them and you felt like there was like this general understanding of like, we're a thing. It seems like they didn't feel that way, or they still don't feel that way because it's like they're moving forward, but almost without you. Yeah, it's like they're giving you a really hard time because I think that this person has done something to you to make you feel like the situation is unfair. And what it's looking like is that they've included other people into your relationship. Now, whether this is a situationship or a relationship, and I'm feeling like there's a lack of definition here. This is just something that's been going on for a long time. You're feeling like they're not fair. And I'm kind of getting the feeling that this person uses the loophole of like, well, we're not married, we're not committed, but, so it shouldn't be a problem if I'm seeing other people. But then it's like they want all the perks of being with you without actually moving the situation forward. They want to be able to include other people and deal with other people, but then they want you to be open to like giving them your intimacy, your friendship, your time, your love, But there's like this energy of them. It's like they're talking to more than one person. And so you're feeling like this is really unfair. This may have been kind of a more recent development. You might have just started really feeling the distance between them, like something has changed and you're trying to figure out what's going on. So what they've shown you in the past is the Chariot. So this is almost like this seemed like it had so much potential and you were really feeling one another and things were moving towards something you thought was tangible. And now all of a sudden it's like something changed and there's just this halt and there's this attitude of like, we're just friends. What's the problem? But I feel like for you, the people who are viewing this deck, you want more and you want things to go back to the way that they were. What their true intentions are strength. I'm going to pull one more oracle card for what they've shown you in the past. Indecision and liaisons. Yeah, this person's kind of all over the place. It's like everything else comes before you. And I feel like though, even with this indecision, it's like they still were more decisive then than they are now. Like there may have been hesitancy, but it wasn't to the point that you just thought this was going to halt or they were going to start exploring their options. Let's pull a clarifier for their true intentions. The Fool. I think this person has not only issues with accountability, but that Moon came out in the reverse as I was shuffling just now. So they have, I don't want to say personality disorder or anything, but it's like this changed so drastically that it was like almost you thought for sure this was the one, and then all of a sudden this person just went cold. But they're trying not to let their emotions affect their actions. So it's like this person almost shut down completely. Tell me, Queen of Cups in the reverse. So they want a second chance, but they only want something temporary. And the thing about it is you were absolutely devastated with whatever this was that you found out. And now you're finally getting into a good place, but their intentions, like they're still going to hold back from you. They want to be able to like renew the relationship. In the physical sense, they want to have that reunion, but it's like they just want a second chance to be able to come and go as they please, stay single, and then be able to like come over at night because they're still not willing to invest emotionally. I get the feeling that this person, maybe they thought that you would wait around for them. But I'm seeing that you've worked through it. Like you've found your happy. I don't know. You're going to have to decide what to do with this. I'm going to tell you what I see, but this is a weird energy because it's like the connection was there. So for it to go south so fast, it's crappy to me. That's whatever this was, whatever this person changed. All right. So we're going to look at what their future actions are. We have Page of Swords in the reverse. This Page of Swords in reverse is not giving me the same energy as the last Page of Swords in reverse. There's something that they're not telling you, but to me, this is like more malicious. Tell me about this Page of Swords in the reverse. Because this is being like overly guarded. Yeah. So they're not really telling you the purpose of the reconciliation. they want to have an opportunity to be in your space again. But what they're not telling you is they're still dealing with multiple people. They're going to treat this like a casual situation regardless of what they say. Tell me anything else. What are they not telling my viewers? Yeah, they are not ready to commit because they don't want to give up their ways. They're in a space of being very focused on being single and being able to explore their options. Is there anything else? Yeah, this person's not available emotionally because of something that happened in their past. You know, they could even be hoping to rekindle things with someone else. And so that's why they're always kind of on the fence about moving forward with you. Or when things started to get too serious or they felt like they were catching feelings, they felt like they had to push you away or just shut down because it's like they're almost waiting for someone else. This person is stuck in the past. It's almost this energy of like they're always trying to relive their youth or their glory days. They don't want to settle down because they feel like that will make them old or like they have a fear of being looked at as less attractive if they're coupled or they're married. They're not going to tell you any of this though. You know, they're going to come in and they're going to probably tell you that they just want to be friends, but they're not telling you the extent of that and what all that entails, which is that they're going to keep dealing with other people. What their actions in the future will do to you is the Four of Swords in the reverse. So I see you not giving this person the time of day. You've already worked through your issues. They broke your heart. Even if they're coming in and telling you that they've changed, this really is more about control and trying to reestablish control. They really did like what they had with you, but they're just not, they don't want what you want. I just feel like they weren't as forthcoming about it and that they ended things very abruptly. You're not with it. You're not going to keep thinking on it. You've already processed this ending. And I'm seeing that you don't want to open old wounds because this behavior that they're showing you, this is like triggering your radar. Like you're like, okay, these are the red flags that I've seen in the past. You're saying things kind of similar. I'm not really with it. I don't see you giving this person an opportunity. Finally, if you do trust them, you're still going to be feeling single. You're going to be feeling unhappily single. You're blocking anything that the universe is trying to bring in for you because you're giving your attention to this person who is guarded and they're elusive and they never quite say what they mean or what the reality of the situation is. Let me pull you an oracle card. We have no, this situation no longer resonates with the frequency you are vibrating on. And that's how I'm feeling with this sun. It's like you went from feeling like this to feeling like this. And this is kind of that last part of the cycle that you needed to close out. But there's something coming in for you that will be decisive, and it will be somebody that's like, you're what I want. I want to move forward. Anybody would be a fool to not covet you for themselves, right? Anybody that can't figure out what they want, or they're playing these weird games where they're getting your hopes up and then kind of leaving you at the altar or leaving you trying to figure out what the hell happened. You don't have time for that. You stepped your glow up. You're in a good place. Don't let this person knock you back down because you're vibrating differently. You're about to get something very, very good. So let me see. Give me one for my viewers. All right, we have rise above problems. I love it. So I think that's what you're going to do. You're just not even, you're going to never mind this person. And then you have goals. And this is so nice because this is that bird cage. It's open and the balloons are flying. This is you really giving yourself the freedom from this because this is heavy. This energy is heavy. This is someone keeping you stuck, right? It says set a goal, write it down, and release the outcome. Small steps make a big difference. Moving away from this situation and cutting it off once and for all, that really will rebalance this karma for you because it'll give you something that you don't even expect to have when you're like, you know what, this is unfair, I deserve better. And then really write down what you want and start moving towards it. I think you will have a beautiful outcome very soon. Okay. All right. This has been your reading. I hope that you enjoyed the pick a decks. I will be doing more. So if you're into them, feel free to subscribe. Like the video if you like, comment if you wish, and I will speak to all of you again soon. In the meantime, take care and good luck with this. Bye.